We had a rare Tennessee earthquake today, 2.2 magnitude, very superficial, about 4 kilometers depth. And we've had 3 people reporting this. Let's remember that we had a few earthquakes recently in the New Madrid seismic zone area, one of them here in the coast of Lake Erie in Cleveland, Ohio. The Canadian Geological Survey has it at 2.6 and 2.8 magnitude. Let's remember there's a mantle plume under here. There's magma under the Great Lakes, horseshoe shaped. The western part goes over the between Lake Superior towards, it used to be very close to Wyoming, and this is the Great Plains area. It's rifting, and the eastern area is under the New Madrid seismic zone, which is a rift zone. That's also there rifting, but this is very unusual. 2.2 magnitude reported by 3 people. And let's go see, you can see there's no fault lines. We don't have any fault lines on the east. Most of North America, east of the Rocky Mountains, has infrequent earthquakes. Here and there, earthquakes are more numerous. For example, in the New Madrid seismic zone, where we had this earthquake, centered on southeastern Missouri, Charlevoix, Kamouraska seismic zone east of Quebec, in New England, New York, Philadelphia, Wilmington urban corridor, and elsewhere. But most of the enormous region from the Rockies to Atlantic can go years without an earthquake large enough to be felt, and several U.S. states have never reported damaging earthquake. Now, east of the Rockies, although less infrequent than the west, are typically felt over a much broader region than earthquakes of similar magnitude in the west. East of the Rockies, as in this case, an earthquake can be felt over an area more than 10 times larger than the similar magnitude earthquake on the west coast. It would not be unusual for a magnitude 4 earthquake in eastern or central North America to be felt by a significant percentage of population in many communities more than 60 miles from its source. So this is, there we go again, okay. And this is our aerial, right there. Pulling out a little bit. Okay, the Smoky Mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains of Tennessee. That's our area. And they used to call them Smoky Mountains, not because of volcanoes. Supposedly there are no volcanoes in Tennessee, although we do have volcanoes in Maine, 5 of them actually, 4 of them in a 100-mile distance. The name Smoky comes from the natural fog that often hangs over the range and presents as large smoke plumes from a distance. This fog is caused by vegetation emitting volatile organic compounds, chemicals that have a high vapor pressure and easily form vapors at normal temperature and pressure. That's the first I've heard of that. Okay, so that's why they're called Smoky Mountains. So all of you there, please be very careful. Yes, Tennessee has had an earthquake as well today. These are the recent earthquakes around there. And in Canada, we have a lot of earthquakes as well. East Coast, look at this. And this one here, look at this, 3.7. Very active. I used to live in Montreal, so what can I tell you? I didn't know we had a huge volcano. There's a huge volcano there, the size of, super volcano the size of Yellowstone, they say, that erupted very many years ago. So please leave your comments. Thank you for your support, and all of you there on the east, also please be very careful. Thank you. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box